Oh, it just went right away. Now let's make sure it's working. I really should have my other phone out. My channel, yeah, it's live. My channel, yeah, it's live. Okay, gonna actually get my other phone out. This is the downside about not scheduling the stream and just doing it spur of the moment. It's got all the same downsides as doing it from the PS4. Okay, let's share this around. Let people know I'm up and doing this. Don't care about that. Let's go. Alright, so for those of you who join or watch, this stream is quote unquote celebrating 5 years of my channel. It was actually middle of November was the 5-year anniversary of my channel. Marked 5 years since my first upload. And about 2 weeks later would have been like the 5-year anniversary of like the Ruby reviews and Ruby podcasts and the stuff that my channel kind of became known for. But really, this is just an excuse to stream Jurassic World Evolution 2 because I haven't done that since my first impressions. And after about 60 hours of this game, I finally have everything unlocked. Except now I don't, because literally I think today they released DLC. I haven't gotten the DLC yet. I will eventually. No way am I going to have time to put every dinosaur in that they already have. So it's kind of like irrelevant. I should look up what the dinosaurs are now, though, that they added in. So I kind of had this whole plan going based around like how many dinosaurs there are in the game already. Evolution 2 DLC. Early Cretaceous. Yeah, it's the Early Cretaceous DLC. Early Cretaceous pack. So it came with 4 new things. Looks like a new Stegosaur, a new Ankylosaur, a new Pterosaur, and a new yeah. new pliosaur. Yeah, Chronosaurus. So that shouldn't... Yeah, that does not actually affect my plans at all. The way I'm going to be building these enclosures. That doesn't actually affect my plans at all. It actually kind of helps even it out a bit. Speaking of which, this is probably maybe my favorite map in the game. This is Canada. This is the Canada map in the game, which is the first challenge mode map. It is either the largest or second largest map in this game. It's between this and Isla Nublar 1993, which is the map for the Jurassic Park Chaos Theory challenge. But this is also like it's the only one that's like temperate and has like the normal kind of like temperate trees and stuff, which is it's where I want to build. There are other maps. I know there's like an Arizona map that's all canyony. There's a German map which is pretty cool too, but it's quite a bit smaller. San Diego is a map. I haven't unlocked the San Diego map because I haven't finished that Chaos Theory challenge. And I think there's also like the Jurassic World, like Isla Nublar 2015. I think is also very large, but I haven't gotten that because the Jurassic World challenge, which I've done a lot more than the San Diego one, it's fucking hard. It is the Chaos Theory ranges in difficulty. The Isla Sorna 2001 map, or the Jurassic Park 3 map rather, very, very easy. The Fallen Kingdom map for Isla Nublar, Isla Nublar, also very easy, very straightforward. The Isla Sorna 1993, a little more difficult. San Diego map, I haven't really done much of that one, so I don't know how difficult it ends up being. The 2015 Jurassic World one is just like I'm at a point where I have to like restart because you can't waste time in that. If you don't have a T-Rex and 2 Ceratosaurs that the entire time, your park will cost more to run than you will make, and you'll just lose money. Anyway, I already kind of have a starting base here. Gonna flatten this out a bit more. Gonna pull this up. Gonna reduce the slope. And we're gonna actually kind of build. Let's see, I want 8 really big enclosures. And we're not gonna build them this direction. We're gonna build them going in this direction. So let's get the iron gates out. Classic heavy fence. We're gonna start here. This is gonna be our kind of cutoff point for these 8 enclosures. Let's try to hug this wall here. So this is going to be divided into 8 enclosures. Let's go with really look like it divides well into 8. We'll start with this here. We'll just go straight across. This is going to be a tour, a Jurassic tour. So I'm not worried about keeping it very even. I just kind of want to make it look nice. So this 1, 2. I think I could divide this in half again, probably. So I want these enclosures to be just massive. These are going to be for all my herbivores. Let's go with about this point here. No. Not big enough on that end. Let's go from this dip here. We're gonna go again. Try going straight across. That's more like it. So that's 3 down. This will also be about where my tour starts. So this one is going to be narrow but deep. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I could split this one in 2 again. I think maybe... Yeah, that doesn't give me as much room as I would like to build the carnivore stuff. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's split this in half and see what that leaves. probably recruit my scientists. I want people with high stats all around. All right. I need high genetics and high welfare, so I think this is gonna have to do. High genetics and high welfare are my two priorities for Sandbox. And yeah, I do think it's very lame that you still have to go through the whole like scientist thing. So 7 in genetics. Oh, 8 in welfare. Don't want cheaper. I have an unlimited budget. This is Sandbox. I'm going to leave the other spot open. I have a pretty good, solid core group here. I'll have these guys on genetic duty, and then these guys on welfare duty, and then this guy, just kind of my logistics guy. So let's go ahead and start with, we're just going to go in order. We're going to go, God, I had this kind of planned out, but I never went that deep with it. So I am going to... Oh, I should probably make sure my Sandbox settings are correct for what I want. Alright. No weather, day. Always get the maximum number of viable eggs. No disease. Dinosaurs don't starve. Dinosaurs don't dehydrate. Dinosaur lifespan unlimited. Unlimited power. Invincible vehicles. Doesn't matter. Gas, income, contracts, narrative events. Staff unrest is off. Okay. So each one of these enclosures is going to have a different sauropod. They're going to have a different ceratopsid. And they're going to have a different small dino as well. And I haven't decided what to do with the hadrosaurs yet. Thought about maybe having each one with one hadrosaur, with the exception of like one. There's 9 hadrosaurs. Someone's gonna have to double up, but that's fine because hadrosaurs are totally fine chilling together, unlike all the other types of herbivores. all the other types of hadrosaurs. Or herbivores. Then some of them are also going to get ankylosaurs. Some of them are also going to get stegos. Just not as many for those. So like the one that doesn't get the stego will get like a double up on hadrosaur if I end up putting hadrosaurs here. Hold on, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 'Yep. Also, I should... No, I already looked at it, but, 100% all the time. Notify members of their own species. Won't attack vehicles. Yep. Alright. So let's do it by family group. We'll do all the sauropods first. Margosaurus, I'll probably put here in the smaller one. Oh, this still isn't finished building yet? I need to finish. Wait for this to all finish. Man, I guess while that's going, I can go ahead and start setting up the paths. What's the other park tour like? I like the... Oh yeah, I forgot that there's like a photo mode thing. And can't you build overpaths now with this? I don't think, like, that doesn't really, like, super matter to my needs. which attraction do I have here? Lab tour. So I'm going to have attraction model. I'm gonna go with fossils. Oh no, not mean to. Oh, I can move it. I'm gonna need a large humidity. Go with the food. We'll have a restroom there. And we'll go with the gift shop here. We'll have the drink. The drink further this way. So we're going to put the monorail. We'll customize stuff later. We just need to, you know, try to make this look like an actual park, like an actual Jurassic World. Gates look all done.
Asset requiring collection. Asset transportation underway.
I can't do that yet. Oh, there we go. Their little drinking water here. God, that always happens with the Apatosaurus. You like tall leaf?
Transportation complete.
I have it on like Dinosaurs Don't Starve and stuff, but still want to provide some of their needs. Not necessarily all of them, because that's just it's impossible to do that. If you're playing on, you know, challenge or anything else like that, you really gotta pick and choose your battles there. Just, you know, also why I have it set to where herbivores don't starve. We'll put Brachiosaurus, I guess, in here.
Collecting asset. Transporting asset. Asset in transit. Delivery complete.
Well, what have we here? It's an Amargasaurus, according to the paperwork I have in front of me. Another interesting factoid. Its long neck meant it probably liked to feed on the taller branches of trees and such. At least that's what it says. Guess we'll find out, huh?
Yeah, not gonna be 100%, but give them a little bit. Let's go with humble. Thankfully, I don't have scientists on rest either. Look at a Margosaurus. Such a weird looking sauropod. As you can kind of tell, they're small compared to all the other sauropods. And scientists have never really been able to make out what the spikes were for. If they were like display structures, if they were like a defense thing, make it harder for dinosaurs to bite down on their neck. Also, they're moving at 3 times speed right now. This is a Margosaurus walking normally. And I will name all the dinosaurs eventually. Oh, shoot. So I do have dinosaur diseases off, right? I mean, I know if that's an option, I do. Disease, yeah, no disease. Still need so found this out while I was experimenting, you know, with some sandbox settings early on, before I had everything. There's no setting to keep dinosaurs from beating each other up. Like, you can stop herbivores from fighting, you know, members of their own species and members of other species. You can keep them from initiating fights. But if 2 carnivores don't like each other, they will fight each other. And even if they do like each other, they'll, like, play fight, I guess, or whatever, and hurt each other. So you still end up getting use out of your paleomedic facility, even, you know, in sandbox. After Brachiosaurus comes Camarasaurus. And large appetite, small appetite. That trait doesn't really mean anything when you have dinosaurs on a don't starve mode, but still, I don't like my dinosaurs to have negative traits. Can I even? Yes, I can. Brachiosaurus, and then I think I'm actually gonna put Camarasaurus here. I feel like Minchi do better here than Dreadnoughtus, then Nigersaurus, I guess. I'm forgetting one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who am I forgetting about? We'll see. So Brachiosaurus. You go in the big pen.
Asset being transported.
Also, another sandbox option that we need is get rid of the status check thing. Like it's real neat and all in challenge mode and in story mode, but for sandbox mode, like no, knock it off. Tall nut. Alright. Go ahead and put some tall nut in. Actually put it here. Get them to kind of congregate. Those are my money makers right there. You know, hypothetical money makers. If money was an option, an object in this game, in this mode, I should say. Okay, so I already got Camarasaurus. Diplodocus. That's what I was forgetting about. Yeah, so Diplodocus will get one of the smaller enclosures as well. They are not very social, so we're going to actually up their social ability and their tolerance, or chance of them having the tolerant trait. So Minchi, Dreadnoughtus, then Diplodocus, Nigersaurus. We'll have Camarasaurus here.
Picking up asset. Acknowledging asset collection request.
Because this kind of looks bigger than either of those. I could be wrong though. I'll put Diplodocus here and I'll put Nigersaurus here. Definitely need to. Yeah, like that. That doesn't matter. I just put that off. I don't like looking at that stuff. Vinci and Nigersaurus, and that'll be all my sauropods.
been completed.
Aww. Looking at these guys just always brings us. Looking at all the dinosaurs in this game just always brings a smile to my face. I don't care if they're mostly inaccurate. There's just something majestic about watching dinosaurs live and behave and act like real creatures that existed and not like monsters. That's what I love about the first two Jurassic Park movies. That's what I love about these games. Like, no other dinosaur franchise captures that, you know?
Asset collection
Like, they're
request.
always just monsters in movies.
Asset transit.
So that's gonna take a while. Nitrosaurus probably isn't going to take as long. What did I just do? Dreadnoughtus. Gotta get the Miminchi in there. Definitely want them in tip-top shape.
Confirming asset delivery.
Miminchi's still gonna get finished before Dreadnoughtus is. Yeah, I think I am gonna put the Hadrosaurs in here as well. I gotta remember like how big this map is. And look at how small Apatosaurus is. And she's gonna finish first. Hey, Blade Charge.
En route to pick up the asset.
And Dreadnought.
Assets in the air.
Right, now to do. Finish up the long neck boys with Nigersaurus. I guess I'll do Ankylosaurus name that I'll just kind of go in alphabetical order. Like Ankylosaurs, then the Ornithomimids, then the Ceratopsids, then the Stegosaurids, then finish it off with the Hadrosaurs. By Ornithomimids, I mean the small herbivores, which also includes the Pachycephalosaurus and Dryosaurus.
Being transported.
And also,
Asset delivery confirmed.
just open up my park. It's the first guest. Let's follow them.
I work with the dinosaurs, and now you do too. I'm Owen Grady. From my experience, I've learned the most important thing is to respect these animals, because if you don't, they won't have any trouble making you their next meal.
Look how massive this
animal,
place
though an
is.
herbivore, can intimidate most predators with its size. It's a biggie named Dreadnoughtus. I'd give this dinosaur a wide berth.
Still weird to me that Dreadnoughtus is the only Titanosaur in the game. I'm kind of following this group, see where they go. As soon as they go into a building, they despawn. So though maybe this game is a little more like accurate about that. Like it'll at least keep track of how many people go into which buildings. Yeah, they're going straight to the visitor center. Oh no, this person is going into the hatchery. Huh. These people are going to the staff center? Okay. Why? Okay, yeah, a lot more people just walked out than have walked in. And, nobody seems to be using, this path, so... Yeah, they're all getting on board the monorail. Let's,
Feel like a park ranger and take the tour on one of our all-wheel drive trucks. Please take care when embarking and disembarking the tour.
okay, the more likely it is dinosaurs will become frustrated. We'll go with 8. Kind of like 1 per enclosure on average, you know.
Asset to be
Nigersaurus.
collected.
Okay, now let's go with the Ankylosaurus.
Commencing asset transit.
So, let's say Ankylosaurus.
Transportation underway.
Okay, who's not going to get an Ankylosaur?
Delivery has been completed.
This sauropod, the Nigersaurus, was originally discovered in fossilized form in the
Niger.
Republic of Niger, hence the name.
Niger.
Now, it lives thanks to our efforts and our science. Notice the long tail, the flat skull. However, this dinosaur is smaller than some of its cousins. Now that we have them to study, perhaps we can learn why.
After that will come Crichtonsaurus. And Kylosaurs are all just antisocial and needy. Are any of these on the deluxe edition now? So I know where some of them are gonna go. Like this is gonna have Triceratops and Stegosaurus. This is gonna have Kentrosaurus and Styracosaurus and Uoplocephalus.
En route to collect the asset.
I'm gonna put Chunkingosaurus here. Probably Gigantospinosaurus here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Asset in transit.
Gallimimus is gonna go with the Brachiosaurus.
Asset has been transported.
They call this the Ankylosaurus. I call it an armored ball of walking, breathing trouble. Still, some might call it charming, amusing, delightful. Each to their own.
Collecting
We'll put
asset.
Crichtonsaurus with the Camarasaurus. We'll also put Chasmosaurus here. This will be like my cuz. My Pensy.
Asset has been collected.
Alright, then Uoplocephalus. Get antisocial and needy. Let's start on Notosaurus.
Confirming asset delivery.
Notosaurus I'll put in with
The
Diplodocus.
Crichtonsaurus. Named after the author, Michael Crichton. Famous for his stories about infectious viruses, sentient nanobots, and also a novel on ancient animals, which I quite enjoyed. This is a social dinosaur that does well with groups.
Such a meta thing. I don't know how to feel about, you know, Crichtonsaurus being in a Jurassic Park thing. Why are you lonely? Notosaurus I said I'm gonna put with Diplodocus.
En route to pick up the asset.
Guess I gotta make another Crichtonsaurus.
Asset transportation in progress.
I say Nigrosaurus and Amargasaurus. Don't get. So Polacanthus. So Waplocephalus goes with Brachiosaurus.
Okay, what we have here is a Notosaurus. This dinosaur tends to be shy and likes to keep to
Shoot,
itself.
I did not want
And
to
it has
put
a
it there.
thick
I want to
skin.
put it here.
Sort of the opposite of Owen.
Oh well. I want to put Waplocephalus here.
Transporting asset.
Polacanthus I'll put with the Maminche. I'll leave Dreadnoughtus.
Asset transportation underway.
Feel like I'm missing one again.
En route to collect the asset.
Ah, this is a Euoplocephalus, an herbivore and relatively harmless dinosaur, as long as you stay out of the way of the heavy club on his tail. If it swings that your way, you could be relatively finished.
Polacanthus. Sauropelta. I was forgetting about Sauropelta. Sauropelta I'll have with the Maminche. One of them I'll have with the Maminche, the other one I'll have with
Asset transportation complete.
Dreadnoughtus. Marcus. Okay, speaking of which.
Asset has been collected. Delivery complete. Asset has been delivered.
Y'all got put in the wrong pin by accident.
Asset collection request received. Heading to collect the asset.
Sauropelta will be the last one. Hi, tech droid.
Asset in transit. Asset transportation underway.
Let's get a little bit of everything. So.
Transportation complete. Asset delivery confirmed.
Placanthus.
Asset requiring collection. Asset to be collected.
Sauropelta.
Asset transportation in progress.
Okay, you know, kind of cooking with gas, it seems.
Asset delivered.
How fast this tends to go.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
This is the Polacanthus, and it's covered in armor plates and spikes. Mess with this animal at your own risk.
Transit has commenced. Asset transportation complete.
Interested in a dinosaur with an extremely long tail? Then this dinosaur is for you. It's
So
called
I think that's it for
Sauropelta. Covered in bony armor,
Ankylosaurus.
it has long spines projecting from its neck. All that being said, it is a relatively calm animal when placed in the right environment.
Archaeornithomimus and Tricorex. So I haven't really decided where these guys are gonna go. So I'm gonna put this with how many small? Oh, there's 8. So we're gonna put Dracorex with Dreadnoughtus.
Pick up the asset. Picking up asset. Asset requiring collection. Commencing asset transit.
I'm gonna put Archaeornithomimus with this, with Kratonsaurus and Camarasaurus.
Asset being transported.
We're gonna put Pachycephalosaurus here. Put Sticky Mollusk.
Assets
No, we're gonna put Gallimimus here. Put Pachycephalosaurus here.
Now this dinosaur, the Dracorex, is something strange. Its name means the Dragon King of a fictional school for wizards. I think I could have come up with that myself. The name, not the dinosaur. For that, we need the scientists.
Transportation underway. Delivery has been completed. Transporting asset. Delivery complete. Collecting asset. Picking up asset. Asset to be collected. Asset being transported.
So then Gallimimus and Dryosaurus. Dryosaurus I'll put with Diplodocus.
Asset has been collected. Transportation complete. Transportation underway. Asset has been delivered. Assets in the air. Asset has been transported.
No, Pachycephalosaurus.
Asset transportation in progress.
No, Homalocephaly will be with the Minchi.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Struthiomimus will be here. Gallimimus.
Asset transported.
Dryosaurus with Diplodocus.
Confirming asset delivery.
This is...
En route to pick up the asset. En route to collect the asset. Tra- It has commenced.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll only use the not skittish ones.
Commencing asset transit. Asset
Stimulate,
transportation
maybe.
underway. Asset in transit.
Okay, let's actually go ahead and do Homalocephaly first. Just so I can stop looking at the possibility of putting one in the wrong spot, since I know exactly where I'm going to put Homalocephaly.
Asset transportation complete. Asset has been delivered. Acknowledging asset collection request. Heading to collect the asset. Task received. Transportation underway. Delivery complete. Asset transportation in progress.
So Struthiomimus, Pachycephalosaurus.
Transit has commenced.
Gallimimus.
This flat-headed dinosaur, the Homalocephale, can appear unassuming, and perhaps even cute to some. But let's also stay on top of the science. We can learn a lot
Yeah,
from
I'll
a
put
little.
Pachycephalosaurus here. Gallimimus here.
Transporting asset.
Then Stygimoloch. And Struthiomimus.
Asset has been transported.
Struthiomimus. Gallimimus. Pachycephalosaurus and Stygimoloch.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Put Struthiomimus here. It's the least impressive and stuff. Then Gallimimus with the Brachiosaurus.
Asset collection request received. Heading to pick up the asset. Asset being transported.
Alright, then. Guess next is Pachycephalosaurus.
Asset transit. Commencing asset transit.
Sebastian A. Zapita Lopez said, "Let's go! Best Quick Tuber and Ruby Tuber out there. Congrats." Thank you. I don't think anyone's ever used the phrase Quint Tuber before. I see Ruby Tuber thrown out a lot. For whatever reason, and I've thrown out my own theories over the years as to why Ruby in particular seems to just attract YouTubers.
Asset transportation underway.
But yeah, Quince doesn't get enough love on this platform, which is one of the many reasons why I've taken it upon myself to right that wrong.
Asset transportation complete. Asset collection request received.
Yeah, and I'll throw Stygimoloch in with the Nigrosaurus.
Transporting asset.
Ooh.
Delivery complete.
Now I have to wait.
Asset being transported.
For that to be done.
Asset has been collected.
Okay.
Asset has been transported.
This is the Pachycephalosaurus, or thick-headed lizard in Greek, which is where it gets its name. Claire has accused me of being this dinosaur more than a few times. It's also an herbivore, so obviously she couldn't be more wrong. About me, I mean.
Asset transported.
Go ahead and start on.
Delivery has been completed.
Kind of starting on this because this will also be kind of easy to kind of do. Sucks that that's a small enclosure's worth of wasted space that's gonna happen. Two, three, four, five. However many I can fit here. So, alright. So this one, I already know I'm gonna have in. Wait, Tylosaurus. Oh, it's like, why do I already have Tylosaurus? Tylosaurus is in the base game. It's Chronosaurus I was thinking of. So the big pin, we're gonna have Mosasaurus. And we're gonna have Attenborosaurus. And then here we're gonna have Elasmosaurus. Just Leopleurodon, maybe? Plesiosaurus and Leopleurodon, I guess. God. Yeah, there needs to be much bigger maps. Still. Like, the maps still just aren't really big enough to create the park I want to create.
Acknowledging asset collection request. En route to collect the asset. Asset transportation underway.
I'm gonna do my my damnedest here.
Transit has commenced.
We will once again kind of hug the wall.
Asset in transit.
Just kind of getting my carnivores set up a bit.
Asset transportation in progress. Transportation complete.
So I'll cut out the hybrids if need be. Even though I love Indoraptor's animations.
Confirming asset delivery.
But until they patch in
Assets in the air.
to where dinosaurs no longer fight at all,
Asset has been delivered.
then I just can't do what I like to do.
Transportation complete.
I'll make minor adjustments to the gate to account for viewing galleries later when I start like actually filling them in. So we'll go with we'll put gates here too. I mean, I guess I got like their habitat needs turned off, so it's not like super big deal. Sebastian said, I mean, Ruby controversy, it's such a passionate topic, but I think your video's opinions are way more grounded, accurate than most of, at least to me. And the harems don't tend to be considered too much in analysis, but Yacht subplot, it's arguably the most developed subplot to this of the series. Yeah, I mean, you can make arguments. I found you can make arguments for all 5 girls to fit that bill. Alright, so... I still have all this. I think this is going to be where I put my aviary. I need to relook at how many carnivores there are. So I wrote it down, but I already had some out on another map, and so I might have missed a few. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So there's 26 total. Meat eaters. Let's check some likes and dislikes. So Velociraptor likes Indominus Rex. Does Indominus Rex like Velociraptors though? Likes nothing, dislikes everything. So I'm a little shaky on that. T-Rex, definitely by itself. Troodon, definitely by itself. Suchomimus likes baryonyx. So I'll put the hybrids by themselves regardless. So Gianzosaurus likes Majungasaurus. Does Majungasaurus like it back though? Yes, and it also likes Carnotaurus. That was Gianzosaurus, Proceratosaurus, Metriacanthosaurus, likes Allosaurus. Does Allosaurus like anything in particular? Metriacanthosaurus and Ceratosaurus. Ceratosaurus likes Allosaurus, but doesn't care much for Metriacanthosaurus. So I think I'll put Ceratosaurus with Allosaurus. I already know that Baryonyx and Suchomimus like each other. Giganotosaurus doesn't like anything. Dilophosaurus, Deinonychus, Coelophysis, Cryolophosaurus, Carnotaurus. So it's like Carnotaurus likes Majungasaurus and Albertosaurus, but Albertosaurus and Majungasaurus don't like each other. So I think, so long as I have 23 carnivore enclosures, I should be good. Anywhere between 23 and 26 would be ideal. So far I have 7. Yeah, I'm willing to drop it down to 21 if I need to get rid of those hybrids. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn. Okay, I can technically make them as small as I want, but I want them to be, you know, at least pseudo, like, what I think is reasonable. Go ahead and see how much room I have after I build my flight cage. know there's like a cohabitation problem with the pterosaurs too. But it's only like 2 species that'll get into it. So, aviary viewing gallery is... where? There it is. Let's dry up some of this water, I guess. So then I still got all this room. Go back to the wide path. So long as the lagoon creatures don't like kill each other, should be fine. That's the only thing I'm concerned with. Ah, the Mosasaurus. I meant to have Plesiosaurus here. And also meant to, make it not as pathetic.
Chains and ecosystems often dominated by animals like these.
Yeah, the just say the lagoon creatures aren't as impressive as you would think, considering how long it takes to actually unlock the damn things. That's probably another one. We'll make this will be another 2 probably. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or let's go by section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, that is not enough. That's not enough. I'm gonna have to make some of these smaller. Kind of turning into my freaking zoo park from the first game. The really narrow, the deep but narrow enclosures. This is what I get for wanting to get every dinosaur in a single park. It's just so much harder now with the different behavior between the lagoons, the aviaries. The freaking cohabitation stuff. Like, if worse comes to... Let's see how many I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just tear down this lagoon and try to fit, try to get all, screw the cohabitation limits. This is only large, right? Yeah. Dinosaur technically large. It'll certainly make the like underwater viewing a little more lively. 5 Avery Marine. reptile in here. Let's put in some restrooms. I'm gonna have to screw over the cohabitation limits for the aviary anyway. I might as well do it for the lagoon as well. Admirosaurus is my favorite of the marine reptiles in this game because it's the only one that actually looks the way it's supposed to, really. Ichthyosaurus does too. Ichthyosaurus could probably use some bigger eyes, but they're too non-archosaurine. Like, it kind of makes sense for Tylosaurus and Mosasaurus to look a lot more lizard-like. They're a lot closer related to lizards than Archosaurs, but like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Leopleurodon looks too much like a crocodile. Elasmosaurus looks too much like a snake. No, Plesiosaurus looks too much like a snake. Elasmosaurus, they really fucked up the skull shape. They based the skull shape on like a crushed specimen. Let's... We'll boost their tolerance as much as I can. No, I'm not ready to do carnivores yet. What am I thinking? I still have ceratopsids and stegosaurids to do, and hadrosaurids. But yeah, so, basically my plans are like Coelophysis, Herrerasaurus, Dilophosaurus, Ceratosaurus and Allosaurus, Proceratosaurus, Compsognathus in the smallest pen, like Carcharodontosaur, actually I think, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I really need 3 more enclosures, and even with this whole area, that'll only get me 2. Why do dinosaurs have to be so much more picky in this game? I'm gonna chill out in here for the rest of the stream. I've been going for about 2 hours, I think. A little over 2 hours. And boy, we made some progress today. Like, way more progress than I thought we would.
That require expert regulation. Please refrain from feeding our prehistoric animals.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on, there's something in each one of these enclosures.
A Margosaurus may find itself standing
Oh,
in
yep,
the shadow.
there. Yep, there's a Margosaurus. There should also be some
Gasps of
Peckies.
amazement, thanks to its astonishing spinal spikes.
Yep, there they are. There's the Peckies. Oh, there's one laying on the road. Yeah, don't run him over. Just stay here. Just stay right here. No, don't honk. He's sleeping.
Itself.
Peggy does not give a fuck. Jesus Christ. With how zoomed out the perspective of in this game is for the most part, you forget how big some of these dinosaurs are. And I know they shrunk a lot of them. Like a lot of the stegosaurs, ceratopsids, and ankylosaurs are now a lot smaller than they were in the first game. Because in the first game they developed like the models for the movie dinosaurs and then kind of based the other ones around those. And because of that, a lot of them, a lot of the stegosaurs were using the same exact grade as Stegosaurus itself. And, same thing with the ceratopsids and triceratops, the ankylosaurus with ankylosaurus. The hadrosaurs, honestly, are all around the same size anyway. Now that they're actually very closely related like that.
A large storm or tornado occurs.
There's the Gallimimus. Right? That's what they are. Sorry. This is such a dream for me. Just going on a fucking... Just a safari in general and actually seeing animals that you don't see here in the States would be, like, cool enough for me. Jesus. Like, look how fucking tall Gallimimus is. Like, they are freaking large. And at the same time, you also kind of forget how small some of the big dinosaurs are. Like I believe that's a Diplodocus. His tail barely hangs above the truck. Granted, Diplodocus is kind of like mid for sauropods, especially in this game. It's the third smallest sauropod now. Behind Nigrosaurus and Amargasaurus. I hear the Dryosaurs. I think they're all the way over there, though. Yeah, I see them. I see them. Skulking around back there.
Tenure on Earth in the late Jurassic period, Diplodocus would live on the forest edges, using its flexible neck to strip leaves from trees and plants at varying heights.
Oh, and that's, I believe that's Notosaurus. That's in this enclosure.
While Notosaurus does display an incredibly well-protected back, the bony armor does not extend to the belly.
One thing they didn't improve on, it's not something I was expecting them to improve on, but one thing that, like, it's a little detail that doesn't really matter, but would have went a long way into just adding more authenticity in this game. The park goers, their animations are really canned. You can kind of tell that you know, there's a limited number of models. Like, these two obviously have the same face. One's slightly darker, has different outfit on, and then has a little more facial hair. But other than that, like, it's just the same. Where's the dinosaur that's supposed to be here? This is supposed to be Nigrosaurus, right? I wish it gave you a little more freedom with the camera on this. But Blanchard, I want to see them be actually amazed by my dinosaurs and my attractions. Not amazed at the, you know, the trees.
So we have measures in place to protect our guests in what could prove to be dangerous and unnerving conditions.
Yeah, okay, yeah. These two are the exact same. Hair color and everything. And oh my god, that was a horrific face there. Y'all see that? This dude right here, his lower jaw like turned before the rest of his body did. See, like, he's just pointing at the gate. Point at the dinosaurs.
Loud noises can disturb our animals. Please refrain from making.
Now, for as packed as I thought these enclosures were going to be, I'm not seeing nearly as many dinosaurs as I would expect. So, certainly a far cry from my full tour park in the first game, where I had 3 herbivore enclosures that were massive, and then just crammed everyone in there. Except Dreadnoughtus, who I had with Giganotosaurus. Oh, there's something. Pelicanthus, maybe?
Just checking out the latest park rating, and I love what I see. Keep at it. You're making me look good.
Pelicanthus or maybe Sauropelta. I didn't get a good look at it. Like, seriously, where are my... I was about to say, seriously, where are my long necks? Those should be, like, the easiest thing to spot ever. And, yep, literally right there is my Minchi. These majestic animals. That's another thing a lot of, like, movies and games and stuff get wrong. Like, these aren't sluggish creatures. Like, they're probably slow, but they are very well adapted to their size. Now, they have the fleshy pads on their feet, similar to elephants, but way bigger, with way more cushion. Way more cushion for the pushing, and this guy's gonna walk right in the road. I would honestly be kind of terrified. Like, he does not even realize, like, it's just like, something is in my way. I don't like, they kind of made the Mamichi look a little weird. Just kick me out of the way. Okay, see, that, like they did a canned, like, jerk reaction, and it was all the same for all of them.
Do tend to become quite agitated when a
Oh god, and now he's walking right in our way again. He does own this place. He is the king of this enclosure. Okay, driver, that was your fault. That was straight up your fault. You should have stopped sooner. You know those tails wag. Like, see, look how tiny he is. That's I believe that's the Waplocephalus. No, because that's no, that's a Crichtonsaurus. So I believe that's, yeah, that's Camarasaurus. This is my sea enclosure. But look how tiny! Look at that little scamper. Look at the little Jimmy Jam. Look at the little club tail. Like the size of a bowling ball. So cute. And these guys. Ugh. Sorry. Archaeornithomimus is just not an interesting looking dinosaur. A little more interesting in this game than he was in the first, but still. It kind of looks like Gallimimus with a slightly different shaped head. The Camarasaurus always looks like someone's grandma. They always make Camarasaurus look old in recreations for some reason. I think it... Because I might be wrong. Or mistaken. But I think Purr was the first Camarasaurus skull we found. The famous one. That was found in the Morrison Formation. It had like the grooves on its mouth that made its skull look like it was wrinkled. When really those were just muscle attachments for lips, chewing batteries, stuff to protect its teeth. They were anchor points. Which a lot of plant-eating dinosaurs would have had. Now, they wouldn't have been nearly as adept as the Hadrosaurs. The Hadrosaurs had like full-on cheeks and stuff. Very adept chewing batteries. But, they would have had some still. Very primitive lips and cheeks and stuff, but cheeks nonetheless. Alright, who's laying in the road? Is that Gallimimus? Now that's looks like a Draco Rex from here. Oh shoot, I don't think I ever put in Sticky Moloch. Yeah, that's a Draco Rex. I just farted. Stop honking! Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, bud. But you can't be sleeping out on the road like that. This is Sauropelta. I recognize those shoulder blades. There's only any Ankylosaur with shoulder blades like that. Makes it look a bit more like a Stegosaurid, honestly. Like a Chunkingosaurus and Gigantospinosaurus also has them. And Dreadnoughtus. And Dreadnoughtosaurus moving. Moving and grooving. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I think this brings us pretty close to the edge, yeah. Yeah, I never did a Sticky Mullock. I'll go do a Sticky Mullock real quick. Should only take a minute. Sticky, sticky. That's not enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and make another batch. So they're gonna go with Nitrosaurus, who, by the way, is looking real fly in this game. Most of the dinosaurs just simply look better. They did a lot more fine tuning to the graphics engine this go around. It's using the same overall engine, and I wouldn't be surprised if they use a lot of the same models and a lot of the same rigs to you know, make the development easier, especially since Planet Zoo didn't come out that long ago. Planet Zoo came out, what, 2019? So they were making a game every 2 years, because the first game came out in 2017. Planet Zoo came out in 2019, and then this came out 2021. So they've been busy bees. I'll push the limits of this lagoon. Before I decide to tear down this one. I still got a long ways to go before I really have to worry about you know, the carnivores. Sylvia Macalluck dabbed in this Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus is in this game. I know I had to have released it at some point on some map in order to get it on Sandbox. Didn't spend a whole lot of time with it though. Where's Cretasaurus? There's Uoplocephalus. Polacanthus. Look at the little guy. Look at his little face. The little beady eyes. But Uoplocephalus looks cute too.
Transit has commenced.
Yeah. He's sleeping. He's so cute. It's funny that Uoplocephalus looks more like Ankylosaurus than Ankylosaurus does in this game. the galleys.
Asset has been transported.
This is the Stygimoloch, and it is one hard-headed dinosaur. It has an armored dome crowned by horns. Despite this, it's a social and relatively docile animal, unless threatened. Then steer well clear of it. This dinosaur can do a number on its enclosures and bash its way through any number of obstacles. Take that into consideration when you're planning its environment.
Asset delivered.
Stygimoloch. You'd be so much better if you weren't a Fallen Kingdom dinosaur. It's the sad truth. Fallen Kingdom sucked, and so all the Fallen Kingdom dinosaurs kind of suck by association, except Allosaurus, because Allosaurus is best girl. Intolerant. Yeah, I can't have that. I need them as tolerant as possible.
Delivery has been completed.
Dislikes Dr. Wu hybrids. Yeah, I imagine everyone does. Including, But yeah, apparently Colin Trevorrow doesn't like the hybrids either. Like,
Asset delivery
but they were introduced in the movie he directed.
confirmed.
Like, I don't know. Like, he apparently, like, either changed his mind or it was a studio thing. Guess they were putting as many as possible, but again, I need them as tolerant and docile as possible. Because I don't want them to end up hurting each other or the other animals. Not that Ichthyosaurus is gonna do shit against Mosasaurus. Or at Burrosaurus at that. My swimmy boys. Let's look under the sea.
Attenborosaurus majestically glide through the water with its elongated neck and pointed teeth.
Another thing, I wish the lagoon water was clear. I feel like they use it to like reduce RAM or whatever, but like ultimately just makes using the viewing galleries less fun because they have to be really close in order to actually see it. Even though, as you can see, you don't have to be in order to technically count as in view. But they have to be like this close or closer. Ooh. Do I have infinite feeders on? Is there such thing as infinite feeders in this game? Okay, hold on. Dinosaur welfare. Off. No diseases, herbivores only. Unlimited. Escapes, comfort. Fights, aggression. Power, fuel, vehicles, risk difficulty, cash, guest count, target, contracts, narrative events, staff unrest. Okay. Put that on the list as well. Infinite feeders, please. That's gonna get annoying, especially with how I have my carnivore set up. Ichthyosaurs.
Dinosaurs once ruled the earth, other animals ruled the seas. Take the Ichthyosaurus, a perfect example of what I'm talking about. They have a large dorsal fin, much like a dolphin. Or actually more like a shark.
Ecologically, they would have been closer to dolphins, though. You know, breathing air, very diverse bodies. Let's see, I should be able to see all my ichthyosaurs. There's one. That's a glitch.
Taking back the controls.
Yeah, so Ranger Team 2 is apparently the same as the helicopter team. Yeah, that seems like a glitch. I really don't want, like, cohabitation thing. That's why I'm separating the herbivores the way I am. But, like, there's just no other way to get every dinosaur in this, every species in this park. let's start with the ceratopsids, I guess. Right, there should be 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, one for each enclosure. Chasmosaurus will go in C. Pin C. Nizutoceratops. I'll put with the Nigrosaurus or Nigersaurus, as Dr. Wu says. Blake George says, what's your opinion on the new Jurassic Park movies? Jurassic World, I think, is almost good. I think it's decent. Like, for what it is, it's a good B movie. It's a good B movie with an A movie budget. You know, I dig it. I dig monster movies, but it's really disappointing that it is absolutely 100% a monster movie. That is disappointing to me. And then Fallen Kingdom is trash. Fallen Kingdom's one of the worst dinosaur movies ever made. Bar none.
Transporting asset. Commencing asset transit.
As for Fallen Kingdom,
Has been collected. Delivery complete.
I'm hopefully optimistic about Fallen
Do you see any
Kingdom.
resemblance between the Nasutoceratops and modern-day cattle? Look closely at the horns and their relation to the eyes. It's clear to me that as we bring these
I like a
animals
lot
back
of
to
what
life,
I've seen from
the
it
connections between
and
the
what
past
Colin
and the present
Trevorrow said about it.
sharpen, and along with
It
our
looks
understanding.
it's really looking
This
to
is
be
what
a
my
course
science is all
correction.
about.
Transportation underway. Asset transported.
Talk about the opposite of subtle. And I don't mean Owen.
Where's
No, this is the
which one is
Cosmosaurus.
Polycanthus?
It has dynamic coloring and these
Sauropelta,
large openings called fenestrae
Polycanthus.
and a frill that rises above its head.
So let's put
This
a
is a dinosaur that says, "Look at me."
either Pachyrhinosaurus and Pentaceratops will go in these two. We'll put Pentaceratops in here. We'll put Pachy in. We'll put Pachyrhinosaurus with the Pachycephalosaurus. Yep.
Asset requiring collection.
Sinoceratops.
Asset in transit.
Sinoceratops I'll put.
Asset transportation in progress.
No, Pentaceratops I'll put here. Sinoceratops I'll put here.
They say fences make good neighbors. I say without them, dinosaurs like this one, the Pachyrhinosaurus, shouldn't be in the park. This animal is built like a tank, and it has the personality to match.
Picking up asset. Asset transportation. Complete. Asset being transported.
I mean, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff they can do with cloning in universe that they, you know, never really address because that's just not what the movie is about. That's not what Hammond wanted. Hammond didn't want to cure cancer. He wanted dinosaurs. Bet his favorite Marvel villain is Sauron. Well, Sauron's one of my favorites.
Confirming asset delivery.
So the Pentaceratops here. It has 5 horns. 1 on the nose, 2 on the brows, and 2 extending out from its jugular bones. It seems excessive, but maybe it's necessary.
I love how they changed up Pentaceratops's crest.
Transportation underway.
Love the coloring. And, Styracosaurus was always one of my favorites, but not so much for anything it does as much as it is really popular. You know, it's probably the second most popular ceratopsid behind Triceratops, or at least it was when I was a kid. And it just leaves Torosaurus and Triceratops.
Asset in transit.
So Triceratops definitely going here. Then Torosaurus with the Diplodocus. I think that's the only one left.
Asset
The
transportation.
Sinoceratops is going here with the Asians.
Asset has been collected.
This dinosaur, the Styracosaurus, has huge horns and a large spike similar to a rhinoceros. It also has the personality to match. It's an herbivore, uses those horns and a beak to break into even the toughest of plants.
Asset being transported. Asset has been delivered.
T-Rex 32 said, have you seen the Beasts of the Mesozoic figure series? I don't know. I don't know what Beasts of the Mesozoic figure series is, but if it's at Walmart, then I absolutely have. But that's just, that's just kind of what happens, sometimes.
Delivery complete.
Right, the Sinoceratops, an herbivore that shares many traits with its more famous cousin, the Triceratops. This is a docile animal that you could make into a solid favorite with a little effort. Of course, we're all expecting more than a little effort, but I'm sure you get what I
Shay
mean.
Scruggs asked, what is your favorite Naruto fight? Underrated one I like is Naruto and Kurama versus the Tailed Beast. The whole Tailed Beast smackdown is pretty dope. I feel like a basic bitch for saying this, but Naruto versus Sasuke in the final battle is just peak Naruto to me. That's just everything I love about the series is in that fight, It's got all the best ideas from all the other fights all put together in one. Go ahead and put in the reason why I have this whole big area here, so I can keep my commendation rating up. Even though, again, I really shouldn't care about the guests. They should all be meaningless to me. But I want it to be like something that looks like what a dinosaur park would look like under these circumstances. So Triceratops is going in the first enclosure.
Heading to collect the asset.
And then Taurosaurus is going to go with the Diplodocus.
Transportation underway. Assets in the air. Heading to pick up the asset.
What can be said about the Triceratops? This is one of those dinosaurs that really defines our business. People want to see them, and we want to share them with the world. Don't let that fearsome appearance fool you. Those horns are mostly for defense and impressing other Triceratops. This animal
Pachyrhinosaurus also looks great with the little bits of purple.
Or a security nightmare if it turns those horns on our fencing.
Also, I had to say, I don't know if I was able to piece this together during the first impression stream, but one thing I pieced together since then.
A dinosaur that has the largest skull of any
And you can't tell because I have comfort turned off. But I like the way that they did comfort. In the first game, you had to have everything perfect. And if you didn't, they would slowly lose comfort. And if they got to a certain point, they would try to bust out. In this, they have different comfort needs. Like, where's the Taurosaurus? So I can show. like air cohabitation, population, water requirements, open space, forest, ground fiber. This is what the Torosaurus needs. They should have at least some of it. But, for each one of those you don't fulfill, it knocks their comfort down a set amount. So, like, if Torosaurus needs, say, no, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Has 7 different things. So each one of those that doesn't have will knock its comfort down like 11 to 12%. So if you don't satisfy any of them, its comfort will be 0, but if you satisfy all of them, its comfort will be 100. Obviously, I have all needs and stuff turned off, and for good reason. Oh, now it's forming character. Now that they're all apart, they're and that's another reason why I have like all the cohabitation stuff and food and water requirements turned off, is because the dinosaur AI starts to get bugged once you hit over 50 different species, or it might even be less than that. At a certain point, like, the AI starts getting real bugged, and it's just not good. They need to they have some room for improvement in this game. Shay Scruggs asked the most satisfying death, or said most satisfying death is Donzo. Yeah, that's up there. Donzo was a piece of shit, for sure, for sure. Guess now I'll do the Stegosaurids. Put Chunkingosaurus, Huayangosaurus, Stegosaurus definitely, Kentrosaurus definitely. See, there's only 5 Stegos, so we'll put 1 here. Gigantospinosaurus probably will go here. Then, I know there's one in the DLC, so like Werehosaurus or whatever will go here. Who didn't get a Ceratopsid? No one. And there was none in the DLC either. Yeah, things gonna get complicated once they start putting in more DLC. I swear to God, I keep hearing them hit the gate. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot of dinos. In fact, I think I can look at how many dinosaurs I have. So 33, I have 33 species. Visible. Mosasaurus is my biggest thing. Maybe it does only show me my different species. 30 of 33, not bad. Let's make this a little more realistic. Even there yet. Yeah, I never fucking put in. Oh my god. Can I fit the monorail here? Maybe. Yeah. Come on. That was an oversight and a half. I think I'm gonna call it quits. I think I'm gonna do a little more of this on my free time. I'm gonna name the dinosaurs. Experiment around with the lagoons and the aviaries. We'll see how that goes. Wait for this to finish. So yeah, I've already streamed way longer than I originally planned to. Well, no, I'm also gonna alter, customize some of the amenities on my own time. I'm gonna save. Wait. Is this the Canada map or is this the Germany map? Shit. I don't remember. 1123. Oh shit, yeah. I think this is the Germany map. I said at the beginning I think it's Canada. No, I think it's Germany. Now I think it's Germany. Huh. I completely forgot even what map I was on. Oh well. Alright, well, y'all have a good day. Thank you for joining me.